August 30th, Instagram are removing the swipe up feature and are replacing it with a clickable story sticker. Now, they've actually been testing this since June, but just this morning I got a notification at the top of my newsfeed mentioning this change, and I'm sure many of you did too. But why is this happening? When will this feature roll out, and what is this going to do for creators? Well, one of the main reasons I think this is happening is to give the ability for people to reply and react to stories with links in them. As currently, if you add a swipe up link to your story, people cannot reply or react to that story. In some situations, they can send that. So if they then wanted to reply, they could send it, type out your username, add in the message, but that's a lot more steps to go through and is a little bit clunky. And this is annoying as a consumer because it's just annoying, but it's also annoying as a business because people following you can't ask questions about your offers when you're promoting them. So you could potentially be losing a lot of money. And that's the first and most obvious part of this update that's going to benefit people. On top of this, it's going to give creators much more control over links. For example, you'll be able to select whereabouts in the story you put the sticker. So you could make it big and you could make it sitting over top of the product that you are talking about. Or maybe you put it down the bottom, or you get to choose where you want it to make it easier to click. You can control the size of it and so on. Now, currently, it seems that Instagram will only be giving this feature to people who currently have the swipe up feature, meaning it'll be a straight swap. The swipe up feature is gone, the stickers are in, and people who didn't have the swipe up feature in the past will not get access. Now, to be eligible for the swipe up, you currently need 10,000 followers, or if you have less than 10,000 followers, be verified on Instagram. And so I assume if you've got 9,000 followers now and you're not verified, and next month you hit 10,000 followers, you'll get access to the clickable stories. Now, the main reason behind these limits is because of spammers and people just pushing out a ton of links, as by making it so that you need 10,000 followers, it'll remove the majority of spam and all of these brand new accounts that are popping up, spamming people in the DMs and all of this. Now, obviously, people with 10,000 followers can spam, or people can buy followers and so on, but it does reduce it massively. Now, I think another reason behind doing this is actually a bit of a clever one from Instagram. And what it is if I pull up my phone now and go to post a story, you'll see that if I want to add in a swipe up link, so I add in the link, I can just put in my link here, cleverpreneur.com, boom, just like that, done, add that link. However, if by changing it to a story, you have to go into the stickers section, and then you have to click on the link section, and that may prompt you to use another sticker like one of these, because then you see it pop up. You're like, oh, that's a cool GIF, that's a cool sticker. How about I add a location or a mention or a hashtag or music? And it will encourage people to use more features on the stories, which will make it more interesting and more engaging content. So all in all, I think it's a great update. However, before we finish this video, how about we take a quick look at this with a little bit more of a sinister view? Because you could say that by changing from a swipe up to a clickable story, it actually makes it harder for people to click the link and therefore harder to leave Instagram. Because a swipe up is very simple. You get your phone, you put your finger on, you swipe up. Very simple, anyone can do it. There's no real room for error there. However, with a clickable story, people will have to move their finger to where the specific sticker is, touch on it, and then it will likely prompt them if they want to click on that link, and then they click it, and then they go to the website, which is a lot more steps and a lot more difficult, even though it's only marginally difficult. And of course, moving your finger is not that hard, but all of these things, as things become slightly harder to do, decreases the amount of people that will do them. And in doing so, it may make less people leave Instagram, and therefore people stay on Instagram longer, Instagram make more money. That may not be their intention, but just looking at it as like a devil's advocate, I think it's an interesting point of view. However, regardless of their intention, it probably will be harder to get clicks with this sticker as opposed to the swipe up, which means you're just going to have to get better at storytelling and marketing so people are more inclined to click on it and go through to the website and purchase. And even with it being marginally harder to generate clicks and potentially receiving less clicks, I think the trade-off of being able to have customers and followers reply to your stories where you're promoting something and ask questions about what it is or react to it is worth getting slightly less traffic. Now, Instagram has suggested the idea that they may eventually be lowering these limits required to get clickable stories, previously swipe ups. However, there is no concrete data on this. They're just thinking of the idea. Maybe they'll drop the follower count down. However, nothing is set in stone yet. So again, only time will tell. So let me know down in the comments what you think of this update, what you think it's going to change, if you even have the feature. Would love to hear your opinions, and if you want, I packaged up some of my best YouTube videos into a step-by-step course inside of Teachable, which you can watch entirely free on a free trial. So if you want to go and watch through that, I've linked it below. You can watch it ad-free, some of my best videos. Click that and you can create a free account. I've also linked all the tools and stuff like that that I use for Instagram in the description if you need any of that. Free trainings, bunch of cool stuff. Go explore, and I will see you all next time. Cheers.